Give me one moment, guys. I'm gonna check everything set up. Alright, I'm gonna begin now. Well, it seems unsettling that, yeah, I'm in a trash can because, look, at this point right now, I'm not sure if it's too loud. I want to make sure. I could lower it down. Okay. Is it okay? I'm just making sure. Can hear from my own stream. So just give me one moment. And yet, one viewer is here today. No music here. Let me try to fix that up. Alright, let me hear this. I'm gonna try to make it a little louder. Alright. Making sure that everything's okay. Alright. Alright. Okay. Everything started, so. So, I want to say one thing for sure that. Let me tell you this. Well, okay. It got all started, guys, since, let me tell you this. I work in food service in a way that I know. Let me try to see if there's any viewers are coming by. Because Okay, welcome in, welcome in. Sorry, the echo. Just making sure, because I got everything settled. So, that's weird. Because I have the trash can in my head, but yeah. As I'm saying, well, about what happened to me lately. Let's say this, that with my situation that I am about to be broke and all this stuff and losing my job. Well, it's a lot to explain goes on here because let me tell you what happened. I got this job that I work for, but it's a food service job. But I worked there for 2 exact years, almost over 2 years, because I started like at the end of 2022. Then things were okay the first half of the year. Then it went bad, and the other half of the year, then it went okay on the second run. But even though, let me say this, it's almost 3 years that I'm working there, to be honest. Like, I could say this, in my situation, that it sucks. It really, really sucks that they do this again, just like what happened 2 years ago. Hold on a sec, I'm gonna try to put my trash can. It says tip me at where? Let me try to copy this as well, the extension to other places. And you see my arm right now, so let me put extension stickers here. Oop. Alright. Just making sure I have everything settled. But as I'm saying, like, I work at a good job because, let me tell you, it's a bit of a long story of how I got this job because, let's say this. Because, look, I've been in New York City a lot after high school, and I dropped out of college because, college didn't work out for me, to be honest. So, I was trying to go job to job, but, they only hire me temporarily, but, getting a job is not that easy until, at some point I got disability, which is a good thing for me that I basically go financially, you know, be stable for a while, but yet till later on my disability went dropped, which is an issue because I didn't gain any money from disability ever since last year when they cut it off. So as I say this, because why let me go back where I'm saying, like, as soon as I have my disability, also I have like a bit of a not really bit of a part-time job, more like a contract job, volunteer situation. Like, let's say at the library for events, since it's good at all since I do get paid while volunteering there, but at the same time, well, they don't even pay me as much, which is really sad, to be honest. But it is what it is. But as much as I do volunteers and, gig works and all this stuff while I'm on disability, the worst thing happened to me is, like, look, my disability got cut off, and I couldn't live, like, at least $300 a month, because, like, honestly, what would you do with $300 a month if you're gonna be surviving for a whole week? Nothing. Or say a whole month, say. In the whole month, you're not gonna survive very much if you survive $300 a month, but yeah. Nothing. But yeah. Oh, don't leave, man. Come on. As much as I say, why leaving, like, why live $300 a month over that? But at least I finally got, a better job. Since it's a long story about why I lost my previous job at the library. But man, I had to tell you, one thing for sure is I know not many people are watching, and it sucks that when people left whatsoever. I've been watching on you, so don't even leave the chat or don't leave the stream. And I know very well you guys. So, as much I hate you guys leaving, you shouldn't be doing that, which is kind of rude when you watch and leave. But I have to tell you this. Well, and I have to tell you one thing for sure, guys. Like, look, I kind of got like, let's say it's a bit of a drama happened, which basically lost my job at the library, which it's also my career because I want to work with more cons and all the stuff, but it's a bit of a long story which I cannot say because, it's too much detail going on. But yeah, and I need the updates on my Ko-Fi. Is it tip me had to put something here. Has helped me out, of course, since, my situation with my job is like it's really sucks at the moment. Oh, forgot to stream on Kick. Okay, sorry, Kick viewers. Sorry about that. I forgot to stream you guys here since I was a bit of a rush. So, if you missed one say what happened, so let me tell you like a short lore about how I am going broke at the moment. But yeah, because as I said, I don't want to repeat this again, but I have to because yeah. So welcome in, and I know. So if anyone is watching me, well, let me tell you this in a short detail. Basically, I worked in multiple jobs after high school, after college. Didn't work out for me, and it was a hard time getting money and everything, cause how the job economy and everything is not that great. When I know how many people trying to get a job, and I was having a hard time getting a job because of in my situation that look, I'm trying to get enough like monies I need for my trip to cons and all this stuff, but also, I had to pay off my artist, and I have one artist who's basically begging for for more money. But look, I gotta give her one last project about this. But besides the point, like, look, I was and I worked at the library, but at the same time, like while working in the library, I was on disability as well, which. Let me tell you one thing for sure, for UK viewers, if you missed this, even I know if you're coming late to see my Twitch stream, yeah, it is a lot to say about what goes on here since I am streaming on Kick, YouTube, and Twitch, since it's a bit of a triple platform I'm in, but it's very, very sucks. So let me go on to my um Ko-Fi, because Ko-Fi is where it's at. And I have to fix some things up. Cause yeah. Gotta go to let's see, I'm gonna find okay, stream alerts. Instead of put it help me out, I'm just gonna put under tip me at. Well, there's nothing I can put right now because since they don't help me, only they have support me. But tip is fine. But but say basically about the situation with my job. I work in food service because my issue is with food service. Well, it's a good experience, but at the same time, it gets some customers get a little too let's say this in a bad way. But I'm making sure if I got anybody talking to me. But, it is really sucks that how my job is, but I know nobody's watching my streams often, but like, my god, help a brother loud, come on. As much as I know if it's a bad time to stream here, maybe I should have streamed in an earlier time, but it's hard to tell. But even though I'm watching someone else's stream on the background, but I'm just spending here at least an hour and a half before, I'm gotta get off and move to another stream. But, it is what it is. But I have a lot of things to say, but like, man, with the situation of getting a job, it's not that easy. Because, look, I worked so hard to get a job. In in the state of New York, I could say, or in the Northeast, I could say. But I don't like how things happen to me a lot lately, but all I can say this, people. Like, what would you do in situations like this if you're having a hard time getting a job at your home state or the state where you're born? Because, where, nobody gonna accept you, whatever, because they check on your resume. But look, I did the right way to get my resume and gave a thank you letter. But, the thing is, my boss, he's a very nice person. He did whatever he can do to get me back on the job, to get me, working with him. And the thing is, where I work is basically I'm a bit of a fry cook in a way, but not just only a fry cook, I'm also a barista and all the stuff. But like, it's too much to explain. Cause look, like almost every customer loves me. To be honest, they do. They like to see me almost every day. Well, at the same time, I need to have a little more freedom, but. And it's too much freedom I have because how my hours are freaking cut, and I don't even have work this week. But I might be streaming earlier, maybe tomorrow, because the thing is why I'm gonna be streaming early tomorrow, because it'll be much better for me to just to get some time and just you know to explain what goes on here. But as much as I know, uh, it's sad for me that I know it's Monday. Not many people are watching on my streams, but they're also watching on our streams. So I don't know what goes on here, but let me check if I got everything right on my tags. Since, yeah, need positivity, help me grow. Yapping, yep. That's what I do. And even though it's a chill stream, nothing much I say here, but yeah. I'm just making sure that everything's okay. In this, the co-fight chat bot working? Cause yeah, just making sure the chat bot still works. Cause that's the only thing, chat bot. There we go. It worked. So yeah, and I know the chat bot kind of remind you watchers, if you help me out, it's fine to to tip me as much as you can, but I have no goal at the moment, but if you want me to support, it's fine. Cause look, I know I have a hard time getting a job at this time because but at the same time, look, I'm planning to get to affiliate in a way, so I want to make some extra money, which it'll be grateful that I don't need to worry about looking for another job for now. Cause look, my thing is, look, if I get to affiliate very soon, like I need at least 6 more followers. And for active watchers or there, and if you're gonna be chatting, please do that as well. And I want to get the community badge as well. So whatever way is possible, because I know this is a bit of a situation that I'm in a financial turmoil, but look, people. I had situations I said before, said again that I know money is tight. I can't pay things out of pocket a lot because I really want to get at least my credit card debt pay off, and not just only my credit card debt to pay off. Also, I want to pay for the artists who are doing my work for me while I'm working on other things. But hopefully you'll know the whole deal, what goes on. But I wish I could do more, but it's sad that I can't do anything right at this moment. Cause look, I can't talk to my managers or anything about what actually going on. But well, maybe I'll talk to my boss who got me to work. But in a situation, but I don't know. If you can help me out, maybe what more to be done if I want to, work more, or basically get like a better education, not education, basically get a scholarship to basically get a certification. I want to get like a better job. Could be a possibility, but I am basically say this one thing for sure that I really need to tell you one thing for sure, guys. It's not easy to get a job at this time, but with all the students coming out of school, and not just only that, there's new hires as well, which I hate about because look, I'm being the only one there, and the restaurant I work is not far from my house. I take a 15-minute walk from there, or basically a 5-minute bike ride or a 3-minute car ride to get there. It's not big of a deal to be honest, but there's a lot to say so myself because I have a lot of things to deal with in my life, but I know, I feel a little like not happy at the moment, but yeah, okay, the music's kind of loud, but yeah. And the thing is, I get the point that most people don't like to like help someone out. They just focus on drama and all this stuff. But look, help a small streamer out, cause as much as I know, getting views is okay. It's fine, and following me on Twitch or following me on Kick, it's free. Cause the thing is, and even though if you're on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, like my video, like my stream, comment if you can, cause that's the thing. It's free. But if you're gonna, financially help me out, well, that's the best thing you could do because for me, I feel like, look, a little depressed in times. That's look, I really know about what goes on. But if you look on my Poggers poster, yeah, I would need to update that as well. So once that's done, I may gonna like show you when I'll update that poster because look, it's a quick Photoshop I could do because or I could talk to the Pogger's agent to help me out on that. But look, at least you could help me out if you're gonna buy anything from Poggers. Cause like look, I give you a good discount, like a 10% discount, so you won't need to worry about anything else. Cause with the 10% discount, at least at least you could basically get what you need, like get what energy drinks you need, or you get a new energy cup, or sleep formula, or a hydration drink. It's like sorry about it. It's like to be honest, it's a bit of a competitor to the other brands. Like I say, I don't want to say their name because look, you give it a try because it's no big deal. And Poggers, use my code Shiny EC Play because the thing is, I don't want to say the other competitor energy drinks because I get the point that I get it, they're in demand and all this stuff, but honestly, honestly, this is why I hate to say this, that it's getting ridiculous how the world is right now. Like how in America, I'm not getting as much money as I used to be. Cause look, I don't like to go political whatsoever. All I could say this: people voted for the wrong people, like from a couple of years ago. Yeah, did a lot of things happen. Same, and then it was okay a year, almost okay a year ago, but yet this year went back up again. But it's ups and downs and all this stuff. But like everything is all rocky, I could say, because I don't want to go too far in depth because this is why I hate politics. Politics kind of basically, let's say, ruined a lot of things in life, relationships, friendships, work, everything. And you know what politics means in a different language? It is like, I forgot what's it called, but basically, it's called politics. It's basically like you know what ticks are, to be honest, multiple ticks. Cause yeah, and this is why I don't like ticks a lot. And the thing is, my God, people, there's a lot of things happen. But look, with my job situation, look, I worked over 2 years, nearly got to be 3 years in the next 3 months. But I'm gonna say not the next 3 months, the next 6 months, to be honest. The next 6 months, so it's basically 2 years and a half I've been working at the restaurant. But you know, and the thing is, look, as I said this before, say this again. 2 years and a half, I never got any promotion. I've never got anything rewarded. But like, I tell you one thing for sure. I never got any paid time off, and never got any vacation because they've been putting me so many days off, cutting my hours off. I get the whole point. But look, I'm tired of how my job is being like this. But look, I had to talk with my boss about this. Maybe he'll agree on some things that he could understand. Maybe he can help me out, try to get back on my feet in education, which I could go for. Like I don't mind getting like a scholarship for online college, because I want to go back to college just for a certification. I'm not wasting years of my life, so I'm just want to see which college I can go to. Maybe I'll find which I would I can make extra money on. Maybe, but But at the same time, I might think about finding another job to work at in a way situation. But like, I want to work in the smaller settings, but at the same time, I don't like to be in a bigger setting. Like, let's say this, I don't like to deal with a bunch of Karens yelling at me or a bunch of hooligans doing problems like this. I'm a bit of a situation that I don't want to deal with retail a lot because look, retail is a bit of a joke for me because look, I don't like to go on Black Fridays and get stampede by those people, or basically, let me tell you one thing for sure, or deal with a lot of these scalpers, because honestly, it's ridiculous how I say, because look, uh, how the economy goes on and on, like up and down a lot, but look, I get it. Like, look, they don't want me to work because I'm too old or whatever, but look, I'm not that old. But yeah, you could call me an ogre if you like, but look, I could still like work at least, let's say, a decent amount. Look, if they want me to work less, geez, put more hours. Like, look, I don't mind to work like at 10 a.m. Then I get out like at least 4 a.m. or 5. But they don't want me to because you know they just want to save it for the new workers. Cause honestly, or the students, because this is why, man, I hate summer and my hours are cut. But there's no way to go on vacation because of, I was planning to go to a con during this month, but it got canceled out. My friend canceled out, and the money problem got to me, to be honest. But yeah, you know, I have nobody to talk to, but it's me yapping by myself. But if you're watching this VOD, you understand the point. But let it be clear that I get a lot of situations that I couldn't, afford anything at this time because how my job is, it's ridiculous. Because look, they did very well for me, but now it's like all they gave me back is just too many days off, no paid day off, no promotion, nothing. I'm not sure what more they want. If they don't want me anymore, well, I'll either find a job or maybe streaming here on Twitch because look, I don't mind the grind streaming a lot every day, like in my situation that I look. I don't mind to wake up in the morning, like do my chores fast, like clean up the litter box, get the trash and all the stuff. Maybe I'm not sure what time the trash comes by, but I could do like take a break to get the trash and make some coffee and make some breakfast just to settle things up, and I'll start streaming, maybe eat while japping and all this stuff, but at least I won't worry very much. I'll stream at least like more than an hour and a half a lot, but yeah, I know that there's a lot of things to explain what goes on here, but this is why I'm getting sick of how my job is. But look, if you're like a manager out there, please, like you could hire me to be my manager. Not really. It's hard to say because I got in so much brain rot when I got unemployed again. Like the second time in my lifetime, to be honest, or the third time. Yeah, I'm not sure how many times I got unemployed, but honestly, I have to tell you one thing for sure. It's ridiculous how my job is. Like, oh, I get it. Like, I understand like the young students want to work in fast food as well to make some money. Ah, man, I'm not sure what to do in life. Either I'll find another job that they accept me maybe remotely, or just basically if I get let's say this, if I ever get a manager, maybe the manager could help me out and sell things with my pays and everything. To be honest, it wouldn't be that hard, but having a manager wouldn't be that hard if I do have a work schedule at the same time, stream here part time with my manager who can help me out on things which I don't mind. Because the thing I'm I'm gonna say I really really want to have is like I want to work more. So I want to do is support. Give me a moment. It's too loud. Oh well, it's much better now. So give me a moment. Did I put the music on? Oh, I was so stupid. All right, man, I was so stupid about the music. But yeah, but yeah. As much as I say this again. I know I'm making sure the music's okay, but I don't want to make it too loud. Is it loud or not really? But honestly, I'm gonna say this, people. As much as I do care about you guys, but also, I have a video be uploading later tonight, so stay tuned on that. If you're on my YouTube channel or on my Instagram or on Twitter. Cause I have to upload my previous, my video. I have to upload my video, so it's gonna be tonight. Hope you'll see my new VTuber model revealed, but I'm, I had to tell you, like, and there will be a secret, like, after the preview vid, after like in the preview, like, in explaining why how much it costs and all this stuff, but that for the other VTuber model I have. So this is why I can say. But also for the EV VTuber model, I will give you the total cost maybe in the other video, but like it's a bit of a short video. Just be aware about that since it took me a while to get things updated. But you know, I don't know what to do in life, people. As much as I really, really, really want to get, get back to work. I want to get, enough money to pay off my credit card debt. And not just only I want to pay off my credit card debt, also pay off my artists. So I won't worry about them begging me for money anymore since I am not gonna, contact with them and any money with, for now, cause I'm just gonna keep a few artists that I will be needed, cause the only thing I'm not gonna talk to them again is one I know who's been begging for money for days because she wants to get the sales up. But honestly, look, uh, it sucks how my life is because I do really, 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 really want, like, let's say this, to get my finances straight. But look, once I get my finances straight, after I'm done with my artists, I'll come back to my other artists who will finish the job and the second one as well. But the third one, I will not gonna come back to her for a while because she already had her job done. So I only had to deal with two artists since I don't need any more artists at this time because look, I just could handle two artists at a time. That's it. Don't need to have like more. That's my thing because look, the other thing is look, I'm not made out of money. Money doesn't grow on trees, people. But still, at the same time, I do sell stuff on shopping apps, like second, hand retail apps, cause like reseller apps, cause like the reason is I don't reveal them because I'm not telling which one it is because like one of them not gonna be me because if it is me, like the only thing it has to be specifically more like let's say how my customer support and all this stuff, but yeah. And the thing is, for real, that people do really, really need to just, like, realize, look, look, college right now, if you are able to afford college, okay. But if you want to have time to go to college, well, it's up to you. But, like, if you don't want to do college, look, it's good for you because, look, you have more freedom to do whatever you want without college. But, you know, as much as I say this, but at least I only have 20 minutes left on this stream, but I could leave a little early if I want to, like 10 minutes left. And as much as I say because I've been on the stream for almost an hour, but yeah, it's a bit of a situation why I have no goal at the moment on my Ko-Fi bar, but my goals are done, but I had the promise to do 4 goals at a time, so just keep in mind that my wallpaper art will be later this summer or early fall, so just bear in mind that look, if you care about me, supporting me, look, please follow me on Twitch, subscribe to me on YouTube, or just follow me on Kick and other platforms I'm on, cause the thing is, look, it's very important that look, you need to support your small content creators who are in need. Cause you know the whole deal that I'm having a hard time getting a job at the moment while my job's still putting me on hold, and it's like, my God, I'm not being saying anything bad about my job, but like, look, my boss got me this job, but the thing is, like, look, I guess why they just rather prefer, to have the young people to do the job more than I do. Okay, I just rather just find somewhere else to work at, maybe in a small setting, like without having like issues with teenagers taking over the job, of course. Cause like I don't mind the work like in a like that's like for adults with adults, that's my thing. Cause the thing is, look, cause like not like anything sus about that. But like, look, I'm more of a situation is look more adult focus, job as in they can like let's say this like if I want to go work in a bar, I'm fine with that, or work in a fancy restaurant, I'm fine with that. No big deal, but or if I want to work at I'm not sure where because this is like since I am good with my skills with food service and all this stuff, but yeah, that's a lot to explain. But yeah, but I don't want to work in a supermarket or work at a unless if it's a smaller supermarket, I'll do that or deli or convenience store. I'm fine with convenience stores. I'm fine like with a small supermarket, like not too big and not too small, but But look, I'm okay with convenience stores because convenience stores they're more comfy. Because the thing is with convenience stores, at least I'm not gonna do too much cleaning there. And at the same time, look, I'm just gonna chill, watch my watch my favorite Oshis while I'm serving while I see my customers has their orders ready, and I just do what I do. It's also clean up. Cleaning up is not a big deal and all this stuff. But look, I don't mind to have like a job like that. To be honest, just like look, I could like listen to my Oshis while I'm working, or or if I'm in the cash register and do nothing, just keep an eye on everything while listening to my Oshis and look at the screen. Just doing a bit of multitasking, guys. That's what I've been doing. Even if I'm basically like, the whole deal. But yeah, I think it's 6 minutes left. But as much as I say, it is a bit of a 1 hour Zatsu in the situation because I don't have enough time to explain. But look, I get the point that some people don't know what goes on in my life, but if they want to support me, it's good. But let's see. What? I got 800 followers already on Twitter? My god. That's the luckiest day I have, people. 800 followers. Oh my god. 800 followers on Twitter. That's the luckiest thing I have. But my god. I'm I feel really really shocked about this, but let me go go on my Twitter right now. So give me a second. I don't want to, show myself. Cause yeah, turn off the webcam and gonna go on Twitter. It was a big surprise I have 800 followers. I I didn't expect that this to happen, but look. Let me go window capture properties. Let me go. He's supposed to be right here. Come on. 800 followers. That's crazy now. Okay, here we go. Oh, I might gotta censor that, but it's hard to see it, but yet 800 followers is crazy. But yet, you don't want to see my age, because, I don't want to know how old I am, but I might gotta blur this out soon, so by the time you see this, it's gonna be blurred out. But yet, 800 followers. You see? 800 follow Roonies. But yeah. Wait, sorry. Okay, I don't reveal my age. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's not on, so let me show you how many followers since I was a little bit of paranoid that kind of recorded it to the screen. But let me show you. 800 follow Roonies. Finally, for goddamn 3 years, I really am got to 800 followers. Goddamn 3 years. Can we make it to 200 followers on Twitter, guys? It's not a big deal because I want to get to 1,000. Once I get 1,000, I'll get to the peak point, which it's a lot to explain about getting to the peak point. But yeah, I'm gonna close this out because I don't want to get in revealing my age because my age is confidential. But yeah. So yeah, 800 followers. But also, let's see how many followers I got on Twitch. Still not growing, but still. Yeah. As much as I could say this, like, look, I only have 1 minute left, but I'll just do a little overtime. So, as much as I say this, man, it's a miracle I have 800 followers. So, there's no big deal since I have a lot of things to explain, but maybe I'll continue maybe my Zatsu slash, gaming stream in the morning if I get up early. So, there's a lot to explain what goes on here. So, I'm gonna eat something soon, so as much I know nobody's talked to me on my stream, it's fine. I know this is a bad time and it's on the Monday, but maybe I'll do this Tuesday morning when it's possible. Cause I'll do this before I go to the gym. Cause usually I'm just testing the waters to see how, people see they want me to stream Monday nights or Monday afternoons. Or let's say, yeah. And also, once again, Ko-Fi StreamBot is working on Twitch, not on YouTube, for some damn reason. So I'm just gonna say this, people. Let me try to go back on Ko-Fi for a second. Ko-Fi for a second. It's like acting like a robot who's had a broken record. So I may gotta try to fix something up. So stream alerts. I might gotta switch over. Let's see if it works on my YouTube channel, because it does work on my YouTube channel as well. So it does. Ko-Fi has been connected to YouTube, so no big deal, guys. I know I would want to do is, have time to show you videos like how unemployed people are, but this is a bit of a part one, but I might gotta end this soon, guys, before you gotta, you leave. I'll rate you to another streamer on Twitch before I go. So, on the Kick side, I know it's a good 40 minutes to spend with you guys, but I wish I would spend more time since I didn't see I could stream on Kick as well, so yeah. I will see you later, like tomorrow. So I'll see you later on the Kick side. Okay, YouTube, I will see you later as well. So since I'm gonna end, and I'm gonna try to do is for the Twitch side once I tell you when. So if you're on Twitch, I'll send you a raid. So let me go for there. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow in the morning. So I'm gonna stop from